Now, my name is Daniel Troutman, and today we're going to talk about the very real scenario that happens to every photographer, and it will happen to you if it hasn't happened already. Your client doesn't like your images. All right, that's gonna happen, all right? Whether you've just started yesterday or you've been in the game for 30 years, it doesn't matter. You are gonna have people that just simply don't like what you do. Now, like I've said in several videos on this channel, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. And this situation is no different. So my number one tip for you is to stay calm. Just sit down, get into the lotus position, take that deep breath, and stay calm, right? The worst thing you can do is let emotion take over in this situation, and it's super easy to do because art is very much part of who we are, and when somebody doesn't like our art, they're basically saying they don't like us, right? As photographers, we take it super hard. So what you need to do in that scenario is take a very deep breath and just chill. Now, in addition to staying calm and chilling, I also want you guys to set a time limit. Just say, okay, I'm not going to respond to this for a couple of hours. Or, you know, if you got the email late at night, go ahead and wait till the next morning during business hours to respond. Do not respond immediately, all right? Because that's when your emotions are running really high, you're amped up, and you are more likely to escalate the situation than you are to de-escalate or make the situation better. You're gonna just step in it, you're gonna make it worse because you are just ready to fight, right? So take some time, simmer down, relax, and respond hours later. Just give it some time. Okay, so now that you've given it some time and some hours have gone by, what now, right? Where do you go from here? Now, the next thing you're gonna do is go ahead and jump on the phone with this person. You are not going to respond via email. You are not gonna respond via text. And the reason for that is that when we are talking to a real human being and we are connecting to a real human being, we are a hell of a lot more polite. Am I right? Think about all the trolls you've ever seen in a chat room. Think about all of the nasty things that people will say via text and via email that they normally wouldn't say to a human being's face or directly to a human being, even over the phone. So get on the phone with that client. You are protecting yourself really from some potentially very nasty email conversations. And the best part is that you get to have a one-to-one, human-to-human talk and get to the heart of the matter. Which leads me to the next tip, which is to gather as much information about what they are having a problem with as possible. Now, this is where you might actually find that you didn't make a mistake. You might actually find out that they just don't like their own physical appearance, right? Maybe they're carrying 60, 70 extra pounds and they just can't bear to see that. Well, even after you've done the corrective posing and the corrective lighting and all of the proper photographer things, they're still struggling with their own body image, and that has nothing to do with you. And in that scenario, you're completely off the hook. You did a good job and it's not going to hurt as much to hear that. But you wouldn't have known that had you not jumped on the phone with them, had you not gathered that information. Now, the other side of the coin on that is, of course, maybe you made a mistake. Maybe you creatively went somewhere that the client just didn't enjoy. Maybe you had some technical issues. Maybe you shot them from a wrong angle and made them look fatter than they really were. But whatever it is, you need to find out what the problem is so that you can move on to the next step. Now, the next step is for when it is your fault, you need to sincerely apologize. I know this is kind of a no-brainer, but you would be surprised at how many people struggle with saying the words, "I'm sorry," right? A genuine "I'm sorry" is oftentimes all you need to take a very angry client and turn them around and get them back on your team, right? All you need to do is own up to your mistakes and promise not to do it again. Now, the next tip, of course, is to collaborate with the client on solutions, right? Now that you've apologized and they're on your side, now you guys can start talking about potential solutions. Now, the solution might be as simple as rescheduling another photo shoot and promising not to make the same mistake twice, or it could be a full refund. But whatever you do, if you collaborate together with the client on a solution, they're going to be happy with that solution, and you are going to have less of a chance of them leaving you a nasty review because you took it on the chin like a champ, you helped solve the problem, and everybody walked away happy. Now, last but definitely not least, if you have an unhappy client, the most important thing that you can do is to learn and not repeat the same mistake twice. All right, learn and improve. That is my final tip for you guys, because the worst thing in the world that you can do is continue to repeat the same mistake over and over and over again, because eventually that's going to result in a ton of negative Google reviews, and your business is going to just end up with some horrific word of mouth. So the number one tool that you have as a photographer that will help you succeed is being able to admit when you made a mistake and learn how to never again make that same mistake. Now, speaking of mistakes, it would be an absolute mistake for you to get out of here without checking out our other videos that will be popping up right here. And those videos are designed to help you make more money faster in the world of photography. So if you love money, check out one of these videos. And until next time, guys, I'm Daniel Troutman with smashcake.com and troutmanphotography.com. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.